Hello, I'm Austin Chamberlain. I'm a scientist with the Defense Technology Agency, and I'm going to talk about the human aspects of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity predominantly focuses on the technical, the systems and networks that make up the cyber domain, and the vulnerabilities and exploits that adversaries can use to attack these systems. This technical approach is critical and justifiably receives a lot of attention. Defense especially faces a higher risk as platforms built on these systems are in service for decades. However, the human aspect of cybersecurity is relatively underexploited. Much of human cybersecurity focuses on the essential foundational work of awareness and training, and this is missing a larger opportunity. Humans are central to the cyber domain. Humans are the users who need that foundational training. Humans are the cyber operators who defend systems against attack. And humans are the adversary cyber operators who exploit systems for financial or strategic gain. To improve cybersecurity with more network monitoring or software review is very expensive. New approaches to human effectiveness could provide a major boost in cybersecurity at relatively low cost. How do we target the human element? We will look at approaches to enhance or degrade the human element and through this significantly enhance cybersecurity. The essential foundation of cybersecurity is the awareness and training of the general end user. The reason for this is essential can be summed up with one word: phishing. Why is phishing the attack of choice for many adversaries? Gaining a working account is frequently better than finding a vulnerability. It's guaranteed to be there, unlike a vulnerability. It's less detectable than breaking a system, and it's more reliable. A broken system might work now, but might be patched tomorrow or taken offline, maybe because you broke it. Therefore, awareness training for all users is the essential foundation for any cybersecurity policy. However, even this is neglected. Sometimes only new employees are trained and current employees are not. The training is not updated or refreshed, or users are not retrained on new material. There's rarely any validation of training, for example, with phishing exercises. Users may experience training fatigue, where training is bypassed or regarded as a tick box exercise. So policies about training can only go so far. Improving awareness needs more interaction and validation through testing or gamification. Making training fun or competitive can have surprisingly good results. We also want to improve the cyber operators who defend our systems. Humans are central to cyber defense, and this is likely to be the case for some time to come. Cyber operators evaluate events, respond to incidents, improve processes and technology, and work in organizations to do all of this. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are advancing steadily and can greatly streamline detection and analysis. Ultimately, however, it's still a human acting on those alerts and responding to incidents. And for at least the medium term, that's going to be remain the case. Additionally, military cybersecurity differs from commercial cybersecurity in a few areas. In a military environment or in a military operation, timescales are much tighter for attackers and defenders. A frequent industry figure quoted is that it's about 200 days from system compromise to detection. In an operational scenario, an attacker will probably start destructive intrusions in well under 200 hours. Operational scenarios might also be in a contested cyber environment with blue and red teams battling for control of a system or network in real time. Defenders may need to triage activity, surrendering systems that are not mission critical. Fortunately, there's already a trend to make cyber operators more efficient. Much of the development in the Siemens source space in recent years is about exactly that: collating vast amounts of data, analyzing and correlating data to find events, and linking disparate events into one incident. Can we further enhance operator effectiveness? We can continue with evolutionary improvement in dashboards and APIs. But are there any other approaches? We could exploit new technologies. Operators could have an AI assistant to help with finding and processing information. We could also borrow from military expertise. Cyber training should include teamwork and leadership. Good command and control can improve capability significantly, and the military excels in command and control. The least developed aspect is how to affect the adversary cyber operator. A cyber attacker is not a faceless cardboard cutout behind the keyboard. There is a human there with the same issues of skill, time, attention, resources, management as any cyber operator on our side. Most important is understanding. The adversary does not have a network diagram and a list of installed software. Recon is a critical element of the attack chain. So how can we degrade the attacker's effectiveness? The key output from this effect is to consume human clock cycles. We want the attacker to be engaged with worthless targets, and the defender to know that the attacker is busy and where the attacker is operating. In a military context, this is equivalent to fixing or pinning the enemy. We do this through decoys, delays, diversions, disguises, and doubt. Decoy systems present many targets for the attacker, some of which may be fakes or honeypots. Delaying or dropping traffic will slow the adversary, especially if they're just attempting a new exploit or exfiltration. Attackers can be diverted from real valuable targets by presenting more apparently valuable and vulnerable targets. Systems can be disguised by varying their signature, the software and vulnerabilities visible to an attacker. And most importantly, doubt. If an attacker is unsure of their effectiveness or their targets, then they are degraded in efficiency. This is an emerging area of research which steps outside the typical areas of responsibility of cyber operation teams. There has been some research into cyber deception in the last 2 years, but we are otherwise in the early stages of how to approach these subjects. This is an active program for DTA, and I'm looking forward to working with partners as this capability develops. Thank you.